This video is brought to you by Brad Carey Realty, Realty Executives Premier. Hey, it's Debo with Knuckle Junkies. We're live at the Family Arena. I have Mama B, Susie Wyatt with me, just coming off a 39-second win. Susie, big crowd out there, and we were out there before the fight signing autographs, mixing it up with the fans. Get in there and pull off the win. Tell me a little bit about it, because it was quick.
That was the plan. I was just really excited about being here at this venue because all my kids, my jiu-jitsu kids, as you know, they all walked out with me. Everybody I know got to come to this fight because they're free to the fans, although I know that they're sponsored. But I really wanted to put on a really good show for my family, for my friends, and coming off a loss, my last fight, I lost to decision, and that wasn't happening tonight.
Well, let's talk a little bit about training. Last fight, tough fight, 3-round decision, like we talked about. I wasn't there, so you didn't get a win, okay?
I know, right?
But I'm here tonight, so let's talk a little bit about the training and what you did to get ready for this one.
Just the same thing I always do. I went to class and trained jiu-jitsu with Ezra Lennon. That's what I do, so.
And also, you know, you got a big crowd out there, a lot of fans. We got some fans in here for you tonight, if we could hear them a little bit. And it's just awesome to be here with you. I want you to just talk a little bit about how the popularity of women's MMA has taken off in the St. Louis region.
It's taken off not only here in St. Louis, but in the whole world. We just most recently have our first female fighters in the UFC, which is awesome. I started kickboxing just because it was there about 3-4 years ago. Looked across the hall, saw him doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and fell in love with it. And slowly but surely, I've been recruiting more women to come to our classes. We have, I think a lot of times in our Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes and our kickboxing classes, more girls than guys now. And I think there's just a really big, huge up-and-coming female population that are going to get into MMA and get into combat sports, and I'm excited to lead the way.
Hey, we're live at the Family Arena. I'm with big co-main event winner Montoul Prather right here. You were in there with a tough competitor. I know your last couple fights been tough. The kicks were working tonight. Tell me a little bit about that strategy.
And my strategy was coming out boxing or whatever, but I seen his legs was out wide, so threw a leg kick, I landed. I seen the pain in his eyes, so I did it again. I seemed like it was just getting worse, and then once I did it once again, I just seen his legs started bending, so I'm like, I know this will work for me. And to tell you the truth, I didn't think he was gonna come out the second round with the leg kicks or whatever, so he surprised me with that, but that was not my game plan at all. I had to switch it up in the middle.
Well, it looked like you had the kicks going. You had a few strikes going. Looked like, actually, from my opinion, watching you fight, you let up a little bit, and then once you slammed another kick into the thigh there, and he kind of crumpled a little bit. You just took it, ended it.
Yeah, well, he had rocked me with a punch, and I had to get back to my senses or whatever, but once I recovered, I felt like I was cool, ready to bang or whatever.
Hey, we're live at the Family Arena, knucklejunkies.com, co-main event winner Montuelle Prater. Montoul, tell me what's next. What are you going to be doing next?
As of now, I got a big fight coming up with Justin Langford, Proving Ground, September 7th. And I don't think I'm taking nothing between. I'm trying hard for that, whatever, because I know he's a tough dude, so I'm just get everything together for that.
Hey, we're here with one of the top amateur fighters in the St. Louis area, knucklejunkies.com, Damian Newman. Excellent victory against Ira Lukowsky, tough opponent in the Fight Hard MMA main event tonight. Looked like he had you in trouble there, but I've watched a lot of your fights. I knew that you didn't panic, I didn't panic. Take me through that period when he was really landing a lot of strikes on you from the top position.
Yeah, I initially went for an armbar. He pulled out of it, postured up like I thought he was going to do, and I went to swing under for a heel hook, which is kind of a high-level move. So when I did, he blocked it and caught me in a bad spot, just had me to where I couldn't move my hips anymore, and just started raining down some really heavy punches. It might have looked from the crowd, it might have looked really heavy and damaging, but none of them really landed too solid. My face was kind of sweaty, and the gloves really don't pack as much punch if they don't land solid. So it looked really good, but it wasn't as effective as it might have seemed.
Hey, we're with main event champion Damian Newman here, D-Man. You got in there. You knew he was a tough opponent. He had a strong boxing background. I noticed that you didn't use your reach advantage that much early on. You didn't kind of keep the spacing you normally do, and you were chasing there for a little bit. What was going on there?
Yeah, from watching him and just knowing that I had to fight, in the meantime you prepare for a guy. But I've known about him for a long time, being that he's a top guy, and I had a feeling I was going to fight him eventually. So that was one of the things that I did try to work on, was to keep the distance. But giving him as much credit as due, man, is he really baited me into coming into his range and fighting at his range. So hats off to him, man. He took me out of my game plan for a little while, and as you can see from my face, he landed some pretty good punches. So
Well, he's definitely an effective striker in there, and it looked like early on that he got your attention and you started to respect that a little bit.
Yeah, he tagged me with some good shots. One of them, actually, I was throwing a hook, and he caught me with just like either a quick 2 or a quick 1, and it kind of stunned me for a second and kind of put me on all fours. And after that point, it was just like my mind, took over, like the warrior spirit, and just kind of told myself, don't let that happen again. So started to fight from range from there, and really tried to move my head, feints, and get him to open up a little more, which he really didn't do. He stayed real tight and real control with his boxing.
Well, first of all, let's hear it for Damian Newman in here. Fight Hard MMA bantamweight champion tonight. We appreciate you taking the time with knucklejunkies.com. Damian, you're always cooperative. You're always helping Debo out, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time with Knuckle Junkies tonight.
Thank you guys, man. And you guys really do help us out, man, from Amies to pro. If it wasn't for Knuckle Junkies, you wouldn't hear of any of us. So I really want to thank you guys, man, from the bottom of my heart, from every fighter, from every gym, from every coach. Thank you guys.
Get your St. Louis MMA fix at knucklejunkies.com.